Well, well, well. Here we are again, back on Satisfactory. And I'm having a lot of lag because there's some kind of Discord overlay, I think. And another overlay at the same time. It's a mess. Let me just quit Discord because I don't want to lag because of that. Okay. Let's load in. And so, last time, we spent the whole stream setting up a huge factory. And, well, let's have an overview look. And I was thinking to even put on the hover pack. Yeah, we have a lot going on here. So, we have this miner feeding into all of these machines to make, let's see, I think it's 10 modular frames per minute. Yeah, we have 5 machines, each making 2. So that's 10 modular frames per minute. Nice. Then we have this miner here that is simply being used for rotors at the moment, I think. Rotor and rotor, yeah. And we will be making, I think, 10 as well of those. Yeah, 10 of those per minute also. Then we have the final miner, which is a lot more complicated, but still surprisingly compact. So we use the iron, some of it to smelt into ingots, and some of it to combine with coal in a foundry to make steel. And then we use that steel to feed into various parts. So first of all, we make some steel beams. Those will be used for the industrial beams. And then we use some steel pipes for these, which are making stators, 10 per minute also. Both of these. And then finally we have additional pipes that we will feed into what exactly? Just into steel pipes, that's it. That will be used for something else, I guess. I cannot remember fully everything, so... But yeah, essentially these 4 assemblers will be combined into making motors. As we can see here, it's just 10 of each, which adds up with the math that we did. And yeah, that should be fine. Then we'll be making 5 motors per minute from that. Okay. Then we have copper being fed in also. We have cable sheets and wire, all of them having to be used for various means. So right now we are only using the wire, and that's for the stators. But we'll be using that for we'll be using the copper sheets for circuit boards. We'll want to make 15 per minute, so we'll take 10 of those, making it into a computer, and 5 of those into storage, essentially. And yeah, that's the big plan. I wonder how many computers we would make then. Yeah, okay. So we need to get concrete up and running. We need to get plastic up and running. And those are the last 2 things that we kind of need to be mining for. So let's check for concrete. And it's very nearby. So that should be simple enough. Oh god, I opened the Steam overlay by accident. Yeah. Let's blow up some nature. Thankfully, the concrete is so close, making our life very easy. But maybe before we do that, we might want to lay out some machines. So these 4 will be... Yeah, so you guys will go up. Okay. Good, so we can say assembler here. Let's see. I would have wanted it to be lined up better, but I don't see a good way of doing so. Can kind of do like this. Can we? I don't like it. So yeah, I think we'll be fine. Okay. So if I was to build you here, I can then do a merger and send it through here. Then simply straight. Oh, don't want it to be in default mode. Like this. Again, you will be making motors. And then the simple idea here will be just a short little one, little lift. No? Okay. Wasn't marking it for some reason. Like so. Maybe I have a better idea. Okay, let's do the splitter like here. I think that should work. No, it's too far away from the machine. So let's say here. So lift goes here and points that way. Oh yeah, but the trouble here is, well, maybe we can just merge directly on it. It looks like we could. Okay. That is an interesting thing. So, but then that side is blocked off. So it cannot fully work like that. Okay, then we do the simple method of simply merging you at ground level and then sending you up after. That's fine. Okay. And then is there a better way then? Okay, I have an idea, I think. I am out of turbo fuel. Okay, now I'm not anymore. Good. So I have this idea. We do like so. So that can work. I think I want a little more spacing at least. So let's say like here. Now it does not do it, probably because you are turned the wrong way. There we are. Good. So then we're avoiding that, and it doesn't look absolutely terrible. Hello, God Mode. Nice to see you again. I had a very good day. How about you? Okay. Let's see. Did you continue to game some Diablo or continue watching streams? Let's see. You're still breathing, that's a plus, yes. Well, nice to see you in here. I didn't expect you to come by for Satisfactory. I don't know if you know the game. But it's the other game that I'm playing actively as well on stream. Okay. Good, now we have those coming through. Never heard of it. Well, you come in at a very difficult point because I am fairly far in the game, and yeah, it's like a creative sandbox game where you make factories, essentially. So I'm making a big factory to make complicated parts in the game. That's kind of how it works. So a lot of working with conveyors and sending through outputs and inputs from machines into other machines and all of that stuff. It's a very complicated game, so it's a difficult one to just get right into at this level. But yeah, I'm in like the probably late mid game of the game. You like those games? Yeah, so you've probably heard of Factorio at least, maybe? Because that's like the staple factory game of this kind of style. But what I noticed is that there is a decent amount of overlap between Diablo 2 players and people who like factory games and Satisfactory and so on. So, but it's a great game. You have not? Okay. Yeah, so it's a very time-consuming one. So I stream the game every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I've done that for like, I don't know, pretty much 2 months at this point, I think. I've been streaming, and I'm only in the late mid game, so it's a very time consuming game. See, I need to power you on. I can do that from here. How late did you go to bed last night? Because it was very late for you when I was streaming. Neither late or early, you suppose. 5 a.m. Oh god. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I would say for for a game like this to come in at this point might be quite overwhelming, I could imagine, in itself. Good. But now we have the motors being made. That is one final part of the puzzle that we need, which is good. So yeah, it's quite complicated in the sense... you like skipping the beginning, to be honest. Yeah, I see. So what happens here is that we have a miner that mines up iron from underneath actively. Currently it's not working because all of the machines are filled up. That will change in the future. So we have this one mining iron that then sends the iron ore into smelters that turns them into ingots. That then sends them all over the place to these constructors that are using the ingots to make iron plates. These three are making iron plates. Then these four are making iron rods from iron ingots as well. And these three are making screws from the iron ingots also. And then I'm using all of those combined into making more complicated parts. For example, here I'm making reinforced iron plates, 3 of those machines here, and then 5 machines here to make modular frames from all of those parts. It's a lot of that kind of stuff. Turning something into something else that you can then use to turn into something second, that you can then use to turn into something third and fourth and fifth and so on and so forth. And these 5 machines making modular frames, they will finally go into one machine at the end that will be making heavy modular frames. And yeah, that's kind of it. That's the final finished product that I am working towards at the moment, at least. And hopefully I won't have to extend that in the future, but maybe I will. So the heavy modular frames here, I don't know much about the game like going forward, so if these have to be used to make something more, then I will have to extend this line as well, right? But I will find that out in the future, I guess. So yeah, kind of the same goes for everything else in here. Here we are also combining iron with coal to make steel, to make other steel parts, as well as some copper things going on over here as well. So yeah, it's just a lot of that stuff. So right now I kind of wanna build an assembler So... Oh, I got an achievement somehow. Avoid touching the ground for 30 minutes. For 30 minutes? I guess because I'm on foundation and not actual dirt, nature dirt, because I've only been streaming for 25 minutes and I know that I have definitely been on the ground like this. So I guess it only counts the natural ground. Interesting. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So we have to figure out, this might be the way we build this assembler, maybe even a little more space like this. So we will have space to split and conveyor lifts. Okay. Good, and we will need to make how many? 10 of you guys. So we will build 2 assemblers. Good. That's how we do it, and then let's build lifts for reference. We don't need them currently. I think we can move one assembler a little closer. No, we shouldn't. Okay. So we then take steel beam. Yeah. I think it's best like this. Good. Okay. And then we send them through. Like so. Nice. Then we're feeding the steel beams in. And I believe, so those should be the 30 beams total. Yes. So, what's very nice about the game is that you actually have to-do lists and you can make notes and all of that. So, I'm looking a lot here on the right side, as you can see. I have some math going on. So, that I did in the previous stream. So what I'm looking to make right now is the 10 industrial beams per minute, which I noted down requires 30 steel beams per minute. I'm shortening this down, but there is an invisible steel in front here. And then I also know that I will need 60 concrete per minute for that additionally. So yes, it's very nice when I sample them. They have their settings copied also, meaning that like this also I don't have to deal with. Good. Then we will power you guys on so that the steel beams can go in, but we don't have what we need yet. Let's do a splitter here. We send you up twice, like so. And then we build the lift here. Then we also need to kind of do the same here. Okay. Good. And then we can hopefully send you through in default mode. We can. Nice. Great. So concrete will come somewhere from this side. That's also where we have good space, so it makes sense like that. So yeah, it's very complicated belt work. It looks like spaghetti, but I think at the same time it's very structured in its own way still. Like you can tell everything going on. There aren't really conveyors crossing over each other or anything. Maybe you would count this, but either way. So we should have the industrial beams here. Nice. This guy kind of just ends here because that's a final product that we will not use for anything further. These copper parts we will have to use soon. We will need to make circuit boards. So let's consider those. Copper sheets and plastic. Thankfully, that's quite simple. So concrete will go through on this side. So what we can do is we can turn this assembler like so. We don't need to send anything through here, I think. Maybe the steel pipes. Yes, okay. We need to send the steel pipe straight, so we can make space like this. Good. And then circuit boards, we need to make 15. And that already adds up with the math here. Nice. I don't need to change the clock speed. Good. Then let's build a merger ahead of time. We might as well. We will build it oriented in this direction and lined up with you. Good. Then like that. Nice. So that's circuit board. This is encased industrial beams. So I think we have all the individual parts that we will need. So let's look at the manufacturer. An idea is to maybe just send it through on the ground. Sadly not. I think it will be a bit too... It will be clipping through the ladder here. Yeah. That's not very nice. Okay. Then I have an idea. We build the merger one step closer. Output going in that direction. And then I think we should be fine. Like this. Then we build the manufacturer again. Make a little bit of space. Let's blow up some nature. We don't like it in here. Good. So then we have more space to send you through. Let's go default mode and like this. That works. And then you can go straight. Nice. That's the steel pipes, but those are actually not the ones that we need here. So I did a lot of this stuff for no apparent reason. Okay. Well, either way. Let's send you through. Good. So we have that. Then we need the cable. Hello, Blau. Nice to see you in here. We also have God mode, maybe, still here. So another person who also enjoys Diablo 2, just like you. I can't remember if you were there in the chat when he showed up yesterday. Let's see, so I hope you're doing well today, Blau. You're here? Yes. Just taking notes. Yes. Oh, then you will be a fantastic pioneer. Pioneer being me in the game. That's what we're called in Satisfactory. Oh. Okay, so we need cable and plastic to be sent through. And then also we need to split. Let's build this here so we can line it up. Good. Because we'll use 5 circuit boards per minute to be split out from here to go back into storage in base. What we might want to do is extend the platform a little bit and move the manufacturer slightly. To make more space for things. What was it you guys were making? You were making these for the heavy modular frames. And this was just the motors. It all gets a little complicated now. What was it I would need for the heavy modular frames? I needed screws. Which I didn't particularly take note of, I think, earlier. It's not ideal, because it means that I do have to change some things. But we could possibly do that here. So for example, we could say 240 and let's say plus 60. It just gives us 300, but it's fine to do the math. And then we do, let's see how many smelters we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 smelters. I don't think that's supposed to be 8. 30 times 8. Oh yes, it is. Okay. So we add 2 more smelters. Okay. And then we kind of just extend this. Good. And then we do a similar thing here. We send you this direction. Okay, good. Then we just need to power up. Which, do we have a good base for that? Hello, Garden Elf. Nice to see you. Also, hope you're doing well. We have God mode in here also from yesterday. The and Blau additionally also. Okay, so I can build this in the middle here, like so. The whole crew, yeah. People are showing up regularly even. It's very kind of you guys to be here and come in and see you hanging out and chatting as well. It's a very small community, but super active, surprisingly. It's amazing to see. I love all the chatting and all of that stuff. I'm not playing alone. Okay, so then we will have to use some of this to make more screws, and I guess we can split off here. I think that should work. Then input from this side. Good. We better support this koala. Well, I appreciate it. It's also a lot of effort from you guys' side, and it's very kind. Okay. We can build this platform out a little bit. Yes. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. It's good to see this amount of people in here. And even if you're lurking, it does matter a lot. Lurkers are more than welcome. Let us put you here, and then instead of you going to this pole, I just cut all of the power here, but it's fine. It is now back. Some of it at least. Okay. As you can see, not all of it clearly. Oh, because these lights are red. That's never a good sign, but you'll be fine. There we are. Good. Okay. So now we have those 4. But we needed 240 screws. So actually it should be 5, right? Yeah, it should be 5 constructors. So I was a little quick with the power pole. Oh god. This hover pack is a bit annoying to work with. It's nice to be able to fly, but it is a little annoying to have to rely on power for this. Okay. Cannot send you all the way, but here I can. Okay. Good. And then I put you here. There's one that's missing power. So... why are you missing power? Are you just not set up? Yeah, that's why. Okay. Good. So... now I need to actually build the 5th one. Okay, good. There we are. And then we will split across all of them. We can take the input on this side, that's fine. Okay, good. And then... oh, I forgot to rotate these guys. Let's do like this. Oh, wrong placement. Nice. There we go. Well, for you guys who don't know the game very well, it's a great game. I can only recommend it. Well, Garden Elf is also quite new to the game and has been following along at the same time. So maybe, like, you can talk a bit about your experience with it, because you started playing it when you started following me. So, but it's a great game. Why does the merger look like this? I put you a bit on the spot maybe, but... okay, we can simply send this merger straight. It's fine. So let's put you like that, and then you here. And then you two over here also. Good. I like that better for the power pole. Nice. Not super advanced yet. Yeah, but you'll get there, you'll get there. I mean, steel is a good point to be at. Yes, I do put them up on YouTube so that you can also watch, like, after the fact. Okay, good. Slightly edited down as well, and episode numbers, so you know the what? How do you say it? The order of when things happened. Okay, so a sudden unexpected expansion here, but it's good. So let's do 240 divided by 5. That is the amount of screws that we need to make per machine. 48. So slightly underclocked. We can copy the settings and just paste them to all of the machines. At least pasting is very nice in the hover mode. I appreciate it, Garden Elf. I appreciate it. Okay. So these were the encased industrial beams. Let's see, so yeah, I can only recommend the game what I can say is that, like, if you're planning on finishing the game and you don't really get burned out, then you easily have over 100 hours of gameplay for a. I wonder how expensive the game is. For a game that costs close to 40 euros, not on sale. But it is a slightly older game, so you can expect it to go on sale for more often and for on a bigger sale also. So, like, paying 40 euros almost, even 40 euros is a good price for something that you can get over 100 hours of enjoyment out of, right? I'm not paid to say this, by the way, just so you know. But I just think that it's a great deal in that sense. The same way that you can also get so much enjoyment out of probably 20 euros of the Diablo 2 price, right? Time for paid advertising. Well, I wish. I don't have. I'm not getting paid for the advertisement, but yeah. It is. It's a great game. That much I can say. We want to move this a little further. Then the circuit board, yeah, that it's fine to split there. So let's continue to soup along a little bit. Okay, good. Unpaid advertising, yes, that's what you can call it. Okay, we then do like this. And I also think it's not a problem to follow a guide online, for example, for the game. I have decided to want to just do my own solutions to things, because I think that's how I will find the most enjoyment in the game, but also probably how people watching prefers it, rather than me following an online guide or something like that. So, but either way, you can of course play it however you want, because I know Garden Elf, for example, is watching the videos along with his playthrough, and so that's another way as well to do it. And that's how he finds enjoyment in it, right? So it's all about that, essentially. So this one will not be used here. It will be used like over there. Maybe actually, because the computer takes pretty much nothing that we have, right? Cable and plastic, yes. So maybe then what we do is build it like here instead. That makes sense to me. I like that idea. Good. And then we can split the circuit board in this direction. Nice. I like it. So that's one manufacturer. Then what about here? Okay. This one ends up being very much in the way, which annoys me quite a lot. Because we won't be using this one for anything. This is like the final step. So we can go straight with the stators and the rotors. Okay, I have a good idea here, I think. Maybe, I don't know if it's a good idea. I can definitely say that not all of my ideas are good, that's for sure. Okay, so something like this. Sending it here. And then we kind of don't have to worry too much. Okay, good. So we're sending it across here. Oh, but the rotors, yeah. So let's say something like that. I think that works great. Even. We will have the steel pipes from here. Good. Yeah. I think this will be good. Let's see. We can do something like this. And then we can make you do motors again. We can send this belt across the top. And simply so we have this clipping through. I don't mind it that much. I try to avoid clipping when I can. Clipping being like the model going through here, for example. But like, it's really not a big deal in this case, I think. It doesn't look bad. Okay. So, and then simply we... Hopefully there is space for a merger here. Kind of, but not really. Let's move the assembler one step ahead. And let's place another one for reference so that we know that it's one ahead. Okay. So, send you down and then... Oh. You're gonna be slightly offset from the ground because of this belt here. Let's try again. Okay, so then nudge you one step away. Good. And then we simply just send you through here. And we do the merger. Oh, it's still too much. I don't like when these are this close, because then the belt between gets pretty much invisible, but there needs to be a belt in between. So I'm actually gonna do one step further than this. So we can build this one for reference, then we can dismantle you, we can place you here. Oh. Oh god, I'm not supposed to throw bombs at my machines. That's not what I want. Good. There we go. So this should be better. Yeah. Then I can see the belts between and remove them in case I need to do that in the future. That's just generally easier for me to deal with. Okay. Then we send you through also. Great. So now you should be ready to make motors again. I now have this good space for another manufacturer. We can send some of the circuit boards through to this side. Now that I think about it, we need to split twice here, even. because we're creating 15. And thankfully the computer only needs 3 recipes or 3 ingredients, so it's actually not that bad. So since we're making 15 circuit boards per minute, and we only need 10 of those to go into computers and the rest we will just store, we can simply just split it twice here. Okay, but we want to I think I want to keep it going straight here. So let us do it. Oh, I pressed the wrong key. Like this. Then one spot ahead, I would say. Like this should be fine. Maybe even one closer. I'm thinking about how to access the remaining ones, but they're on the outside either way. Okay, let's do it like this. I think that should work. Okay, good. So then we split twice here, and then this final side will be for storage. So that means since we have 15, they're getting split evenly. So 5, 5, and 5. So that means 5 plus 5 is 10, right? Going into making computers, and then the remaining 5 goes to storage. I think this would work. I'm not sure, I haven't tested it, but we'll see. Then we will have splitters. We won't even have splitters. So let's say we build you like here, right? And then you... Oh, I'm building the wrong thing here. I need to make sure that it's correctly done. So input on this side, like this. Oh, they're actually too close. Okay. So here. And this is simply a little bit of a hack in the game, you can call it. Not an actual computer hack or anything like that, but it simply allows us to make shorter conveyor lifts than you would usually be allowed to. And there's actually a very good way of visualizing that. Okay. I need to replace these again. So output on this side. Yes. I have a good way of visualizing this, I think. What? It should work here. Why would it not work? Now I'm a little confused. So they don't really line up perfectly. It's as if these are not on the grid. Maybe that's why. Uh, but they should be in the on the grid. Yeah, but they're not. I noticed that there is like a bit of a weird like jitter that they do when I press to build them. Is that what's causing the issue? I'm gonna try to maybe reload. But I didn't have this problem previously, so what if we try with this? Yeah. It's very strange because as we can see here, like, it's not aligned perfectly, right? Maybe it's the manufacturer that does it like this. That could also be the case. That it is kind of off the grid in a slight offset. But how would I deal with that then? In that case, I can simply just make them the shortest possible, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Well, my showcase didn't end up working out in this case, because it seems that there is something with the machine. But essentially, what I can show if it will work here is that let's say you need to put an input in, so I cannot go lower than this with the conveyor lifts. But if I have a splitter here or a merger, either or, stacked like this, you can see that it will then snap and become more stubby and thus shorter than it's usually allowed to. And that works well because the belts are kind of in... but they can be raised in to certain levels, right? So, like this for example, these are not clipping, but regularly with these conveyor lifts I could not be able to support this belt here because it's too short for the lift. So this is why that becomes useful. Okay, well, oh, I didn't mean to delete you. Okay, great. So now we need to send the cable down. That's the middle one here. And the sheets go to that one. Did I say the middle one? I did mean not the middle one. Okay. So we will get it down to like here. Yeah. Okay. And then no. It should line up, thankfully, that's good. Okay. So I need to figure out the height of these. I want to send the sheet in at the highest point. So that should be from the lowest point to up, if I'm not mistaken. So what we can do is, I guess we can kind of line it up from the ground here. Am I not allowed to lock you in place? I am. Okay. Good. So we then say 2 up. We reverse you. And then we should be able to line you up if you were... I'd hoped it would give me some guiding line. It does here now. Okay, so I know it's the correct height at least. Good. So what we'll then do is make, let's consider how far it goes here. Okay, we'll just make the stack, that's fine. There we are. It should line up decently. Good. And we only need the sheets for this. If I remember correctly. Let's see here in my notes. 30 sheets per minute. And yeah, that's only for this. Good. So we will make splitters. Is this the correct spot? Is it lined up? It looks to be. So we simply 1, 2, and then 4. I think that's the correct height. And then we do the lift here. Like so. And then we have sheets going in there. Then we need to do something similar for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we do the same. Oh. Why did I go to the far one? That's not what I like symmetry. This is not what I like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. There we are. Okay. Nice. Perfect. And there we have it. Now we're feeding in the copper sheets. Then we need to feed in plastic also. So I guess plastic we will send through on the same height later. That's fine. Okay. So this one should be from here and then same height but 2 down, like so. If only it would show me what was straight. But it will not. Okay. There we are. So that's the cable coming through. Okay, I have a better idea. Cable goes in at the same height. I think that's how we do it. as the sheets, so here. Yeah. Good. That's the cable coming in. Nice. Then we power you guys on. Okay, good. So now we have the cable coming in. Now we will need it to support it with plastic and what was the other part? And circuit boards. So simply just making plastic from here. We will send the concrete through here. It's nice that we have this height on the belts. Good. And let's do some plastic. Simply we will just take one of the unused oil resources. It's a little further than I expected it to be. Why did it not show this one? That is strange. Okay, well, we have this oil slick here. It's impure, I believe. So let's double check what we can make. So at regular speed, we can make 60 oil. And let's see if we turn all of that into plastic. What will then happen? Then we can make 40 plastic per minute. And we need 100. Okay. So what can we do with heavy oil residue though? We can make polymer resin, but can we do something interesting with that? So plastic, recycled plastic, not here. So not in this case. I want to see if there are good plastic recipes that I could maybe use. So Satisfactory plastic recipes. Okay. Alternate recipes. No, I don't have an option to turn that into something else. What if, and I think this is a little too late to consider, silicon. Okay, yeah. So there aren't really any good recipes online from what I can see, which is fine. I just have to figure out how to deal with the heavy oil residue then. Yeah, okay. That is a bit annoying. So I will just have to run this machine, because if I fill up the tank with the the heavy oil residue, I will just it will stop all the machines from working. So I will have to do that somehow. I want to check on our capacity also. All of the fuel generators seem to be running fully. Capacity is staying stable. Good. So the changes that I made recently definitely did fix that issue where the fuel generators were running out. Good. We're actually very good on consumption. We're consuming very little out of our full capacity. So we're good on that. Heavy oil residue. Okay, good. This is sticking through from the refinery. That's easy to deal with. If it was the oil extractor, it would have been a different story. Okay. Good. So I think with the resin, I guess we can use it to make even more plastic. Yeah. That is interesting. So 40 per minute. This needs 60. I would still have to deal with the residue. So I can only make petroleum from residue and that's it. Okay. And then is there anything I can do with the residue? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, so that's the... We need to calculate this out then. We need 100 plastic per minute. So that means, let's say 2 machines making 50 per minute. Just for math's sake. Okay. And that means 50 heavy oil residue per minute. And that means 75 times 2 of oil, which is 150. Can you even make 150? Just about. But that's also your maximum capacity. Is that correct? 250%, I guess so. Okay. Oh, I have to deal with a spammer. Good. Okay. Sure. So that's fine. And then we use the residue, which is 50. To make petroleum coke. And a lot of it. And I think we will simply just sink all of that because I don't care for it at the moment, at least. Maybe in the future I will, but Yeah, that will be the idea, I think. Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to scan for coal. So what about this oil here? This is normal. I think we should rather take from the normal node. So that we don't have to overclock like crazy. I hurt myself, but it's fine. Okay. Good, so that's the idea. So let's make use of this one instead. I also want to avoid using the power shards if I can, right? Or at least use as few as possible. So I think it's better this way. Good. Blow things up. Nice. And then the oil extractor goes here. Good. I'll want to move the oil way out of here. Simply for one reason only, and that is to avoid the chimney going through the floor from the refineries. So we'll just run it along here. So we get out towards the water. We will build a bigger platform. I don't think the platform needs to be that big. But we'll see. Maybe it will. Okay. This is fine. So we needed 150 oil. Just one power shard should be enough. Good. Let's take power from here. And then you should start pumping oil. Nice. Then refineries. We will need to make use of. We need 100, so we need 5 refineries. Okay. That's doable. We can place it like here. And this is perfectly in the middle. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Let's look at what the ma'am gave us. Alclad casing and wet concrete. Okay. Oh, let's put a new hard drive to scan. There we go. So then we do the pipeline. We will just use Mark II, even though it might be a bit overkill. It doesn't matter that much. straight. You are slightly misaligned, I think. How did I end up building it misaligned? Okay, let's rebuild the refineries then. Okay, good. Let's place you like here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Good. We will use a regular junction in front of you. And then T junctions. Okay. For these two. Good. And then we go straight mode into here. And there we are. All of you should be making plastic. Just put it in manually. Okay, good. So we have those pipes filled up. Now we just need to provide power. Wire is too long. Okay. Like so. Can send you up to here and then daisy chain along. There we are. So that's the plastic that has to be made. Amazing. Did I really place them the wrong way around? Ah. Okay, well, let's try again. Okay, like this. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. Good. At least I know how to count. Okay, and then we try to daisy chain again. And now you guys are doing your work. Good. Okay. So that's 100 plastic per minute. Then the residue we will be making 50 of. Let us use a T-junction. Here should be fine. I don't like it. Can I rotate in like a different? doesn't seem like it. Allowing it to be split 3 ways. Is there something in here? So I guess maybe that's just not possible. Invalid aim location. So I cannot turn these. That is very surprising. And it does make my life more difficult. I would have expected to be able to do that, but I guess not. Okay. Well, I will then make a weird amalgamation. That is the only thing I can think of currently. Okay. We will then just merge in the middle here. Like this. And you will generally just go straight, that's fine. Maybe there is a better way than what I'm thinking of, and there likely is, but this is just how we'll do it. Because I want the pipelines to be unobstructed. Okay. Then we do the simple merger here in front of you, and we send you up here. One more, because then we can see the belt. And we just merge you all together here. Like so. The oil residue can go in this direction. Okay, good. So we will T-junction here. Yep, looks good. Okay. Hello, hello, Garden Elf. How's work today? Okay, good. This is how we will do it. Let's look at the map. This was the last hard drive that we will do. For now, at least. Plastic smart plating. Interesting. Heavy encased frame. Okay. How many were we making per minute with this? 2.812. Bit busy. Lunchtime, nice. It's the lunchtime game. I wonder. It's probably some pasta, I could imagine. But yep, indeed. Pasta is just impossible to beat, right? Okay, so we will make 50 heavy oil residue per minute. So we just need these machines to at 75. Yeah. So 25 and 25. Good. There we have it. Vegan heavy cream, green pesto and peas to make the sauce. Nice. And added fresh vegan mozzarella. Nice. Okay. Then we will do a sink here. Okay. Where exactly? Like here. It should work. And a merger in front. Belts. Finally. There we are. Then we can connect you guys. And you should have started working. But you haven't because you're not connected. That is why. At least there's a simple reason for that. Good. I also have pasta oven, yes. I'm planning to make pasta today. But let's see if my plans change. Okay, then we simply just power you on. Okay, good. Now we're sinking the petroleum coke also. It depends on what's on sale, I would say. Unless you mean like the full pasta dish. But in terms of pasta, like I eat anything from spaghetti to fusilli to penne to rigatoni to yeah, kind of anything as long as it's on a good price. $62 coupons is nice. I wonder how much power the sink takes. 30. It tastes better when cheap, definitely. Price is a big factor. Okay, then we will simply just take this down and we send you straight. So this is the spot that we will just line up with the coal up here. And we will make a conveyor hole in the middle here. Okay, conveyor lift goes out this way. There we are. And we just swoop along. Nice. Let's build down from here. And we have... we can do that, which is nice. Amazing. Now we have plastic. And we just need that to go all the way to our big factory here. Okay. We will need to build out this platform a little bit. Clearly. And we can also continue this way. We will want to... Yeah, we'll send you below. Okay. Good. We really don't need this, I guess. Okay. So we then do the floor hole like here. It's fine. We are getting there finally. It's been taking such a long time. We still need to do the concrete, but after that, we are good. It's taken a surprisingly long time still for this today. I'm thinking to go on a bit of an exploration trip when all of this is done. For Mercerspheres. Should be in the cage, hopefully. I see him. I see him. He's here. He's here. Got me some encased industrial beams. One of the pieces of the puzzle that we need. It's getting cooler by each stream. Yes. Oh yes. Okay. Nice. And then we just need to line this up. Because it's a manifold-like setup, it should be fine. If they don't split perfectly. Yeah. So much work indeed. Needed a bit of a stretch. Now we have computers being made. Nice. Oh. I think we will do a temporary setup here. So I will need to link all of this up with the highway in the future. But I think temporarily we will just set up storage. Because I don't feel like doing that today when we finish, or as the finishing act of the stream, let's say. I want to go exploring. Good. There we have it. Oh, there are some things that I want to get rid of. Anything else? Okay, that's fine. Exploring is scary, building is safe. I think we all know what the right choice is. Yes, it's true, but I need Mercer spheres. I need these. I need to check if I can. I am out of iron plates. Wow. That is not something that I expected. Well, I will have to... I will have to go back then, I think. Okay, let's just see if we will have to. Yeah, we definitely will have to. So let's just go back to base. We have the nice little road up here with trucks driving around. I feel like blowing this up, but also I shouldn't. Because I have limited bombs. Oh god, I didn't notice that my turbo fuel was running out. That was dangerous, but we're fine. Okay, so we are definitely getting there though. We just need a few final touches and that's it. Okay, iron plates. They're here. We can take quite a lot and just fill up the extra inventory with them. And it's probably all that we need, I could imagine. I don't think we'll need other things. But maybe it's good to take some modular frames. Reinforced plates. Sure, we'll take a few of those also. Screws as well. And rods. Okay. I think we should be fine with all of those. I wonder how much I've used of these. $50. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, to be honest. The rotors are... How many motors have we made at this point? I'm curious. Wow! A full box. Nice. And at this point we can just turn you off, I think. Because we have it automated elsewhere at this point. Let's take a few motors from here though. And when I say a few, almost a full box. I wonder... Yeah, this is the box with the motors, so... Let's just put them all in there. All that we can. Take all. We don't have space for them all even. Okay. And then we just take the box out. Nice. Let's clean up a little bit of this. So soon enough, all of this mess of things will be completely gone because they're doing everything that I was doing, or everything that I was setting up in this new place, pretty much. So we will be good on that. Can go underneath also, like so. Nice moves. And we want to be on this side. I did forget one thing. Can I make rifle ammo? I can. Okay. That's fine then. We don't have to worry about it. So we'll want to make quite a bit of that. Here's our sulfur spot with the truck. We can honk. Okay. Looking huge. Someone gifted you a subscription to another channel? Wow! That's nice. You're not at all interested in the channel? Yeah, but still. I mean... It's nice. It might have been random. I don't know when you gift subscriptions, if you get to choose or what. I don't know how it works. Wondering how. Yeah. Yes. I don't even know how Twitch works, to be honest. I'm just here streaming and that's it. So how all of that works in the background, I'm actually not sure. Okay, nice. So let's add the computers in here. And then the motors can go in here. Nice. So, concrete is the final step. And it was up here, yeah. Nice, here we are. We will point it in this direction. Guess we'll need to turn it into concrete. Okay. Production. My phone is going crazy for some reason. Okay. Portable miners. We should have what we need to make one of those. Good. And then the miner goes here. I have not really played it. I own it because it was free on the Epic Store a bit ago. So I do have it, I just haven't played it. Am I hitting the mushroom? I'm not. Is it good? Okay, so we will need to make 60 concrete per minute. You're downloading it right now? Yes. I mean, I've heard good things about it. Except for, of course, the controversy around J.K. Rowling and all of that stuff. But otherwise, I've heard good things about the game. As a game. Okay, so we want 4 constructors. You're just farming Baal. I call him Baal because that to me seems correct, more correct than Baal. Yes. So we need 45 times 5 of limestone. 45 times 5. That's 225. That's a lot. Okay. 225. So we will overclock you significantly. Wait. I think I calculated the wrong thing. Yeah, it's times 4, not times 5. It's 180. Okay. So, nice. Okay. Let's do logistics and a splitter. Input on this side here. Curve works fine. Good. There we have it. And then we build 2 constructors on each side. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Nice. I'm very proud of myself that at least I have the skill to be able to count. Because I feel like this game is kind of testing me in a lot of ways. Making me feel a little more dumb than maybe I am. Let's see. Merger. Could you point it this direction? Okay. Good. There we go. Good. And then 2 hours mark. That's fine. So we'll want to send it in over here. This part. This splitter here. Okay. So we want to line it up like here-ish, I would say. Okay. Good. This is in the way. Hopefully I can blow it up. Get it out of here. Nice. And now I'm allowed to build. Okay. Maybe I should have built the lift first to see where to line it up. Yeah, because this shows me that I shouldn't have gone here. Either way, not a big deal. Nice. And this is perfectly centered, I think. Nice. Makes things easy. That's interesting on my hand and the detonator, that it's flickering so much. I wonder why it does that. I think I have a good idea. Some kind of floating point inaccuracy. So what we can do is actually turn you and send the output this way instead. And then we can merge everything into that one. You should have a little more spacing maybe. Like here is fine. Good. And then we just line it up in the middle here, and then we go straight. Amazing. Let's build a floor hole. I think you were probably here, but I'm not certain. We'll find out. Yep. Nice. So something messed up here. It is a splitter. I guess the input is here. Okay. So the input should be here. Good. And we build this lift here and belt along here. Nice. Lift has to be rebuilt. Amazing stuff. And now it should work. Oh. What happened here? Okay. That was a strange one. Let's try again. There we are. Good. And that's the final recipe. Then we simply just need to put everything together for the heavy modular frames, and that's it. It took way longer than expected, to be honest. I expected it to be like the first hour of the stream or something like that. But it ended up being almost a full stream. Yeah, it's it's a lot of work. It kind of feels like work. Okay, now we need to plug these in or select the recipes. Whew. And now we're good on that. So yeah, we have you being made now. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Let's build a box here. If we are allowed. Maybe we aren't. No. Okay. Then we'll just build you up slightly. And send you around the corner here. And organization. Great. There we go. Now we have circuit boards also going into a box. All of this is working as intended. And then I just have to think about where to place the final manufacturer. And I guess we can just place it here. So, heavy modular frames. You require screws, you require industrial beams and steel pipes. And the modular frames. Okay. Steel pipes are here. So they can kind of go straight. Let's say we send you through like this. Then we want to turn you here. Yeah, we cannot do it like that. Let's see. Okay. Sure, that works. It's not in straight mode, which I dislike, but it works. Okay. Then we do a merge here. It's fine. Oh. No, we should merge. There isn't a good place to merge. I guess just in the middle then. Nice. Okay, that's 2 of the ingredients. Let's also plug you in. Then we need modular frames and screws. And then I think we should have it all. Yes. Okay. Just wanted to check if all of my calculations were correct. And who knows? I don't. I'll find out. Nice. Okay, we send you around the box. In the future we might adjust slightly. Okay. We will then send you here. And you can kind of go here. Like that. Great. That's the modular frames. Finally, we just need the screws. Screw that. Okay. I'm getting tired. My brain is getting tired. Okay. And there we are. Amazing. Amazing. Let's build a box. And there we have it. Heavy modular frames being made. Oh! Yes. And it should all be automatic. All automated. And all going into boxes. For storage. Ah. That is a good feeling. I prefer photo mode to the hover pack. What a mess. It looks like a CPU. In a way. Or like some kind of print board. Maybe not, maybe a CPU is a bad example. But yeah, circuit board. It's very cool. We have a big guy here walking along the conveyor. There is so much going on. So much effort had to be put into making this. But it's good to reach this point now. Finally, after 2.5 hours additional today, on top of close to 4 hours the previous day as well. But we have motors coming in here. We have heavy modular frames. We have computers. And we have circuit boards. Nice. Incredible stuff. I want to check. Okay, so this is currently backed up. I wonder why that would be. So these are turning yellow. Maybe they just need some time to adjust. I think I found where I was gonna do the screws and I forgot about it. In that case, oh no, these is, yeah, I think so. So let's take this and minus 60. Yeah. So 280 minus 60 is 220. And then we can also take out a power shard. Because now we're handling the screws in another spot. So but that was probably my intention with that. Either way, it's fine. Nice. Great stuff. So now this is just purely being used for coal, for steel. Which also feels better. Okay. Lights are still turning yellow here, which is not what I like to see. So these screws are going in to making rotors. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I mean, that to me seems correct. Because they each make 50. Maybe it'll just need some time to adjust and that's all. Okay. Looks fine. And then what about here? To get a bit away from this machine. The consumption is looking fairly stable. But we have definitely increased it by a lot by this with this factory. But then again, it doesn't matter that much. You are turning yellow also, which surprises me a lot. So something might be off with the calculations. You guys are full, so ouch. Ideally nothing should be turning yellow. That's the thinking. So 60, 60 and 60. So should need 180 screws then. Yeah. So that does add up. Okay. Well, I think we'll just give it some time. So we will do some exploration. And for that, I think we need to make some ammo. Because we're kind of running out. I believe so anyway. Ammo. We have a little bit in here, but not a lot. Okay. Let's continue to make more. Well, that was amazing stuff. I'm very happy to have that done. It feels so good. And yeah, then we have something to deal with the wildlife with this ammo. We'll need it. So it does less damage than the main ammo that I use at this point, but I think we'll be fine. Okay, that we'll have 500 more, and that's when we stop. So I do think it won't add up to 500 actually. Yeah, it will not. Okay. Good, let's add it back in there. The rods can also go. These we're automatically feeding in. I have a few things I can just delete. Okay. Good. Let's see, so a place that we haven't been here. Let's go in that direction, and thankfully we're also already pretty close to it. So our main goal will be Mercer-spheres, but any summer sloops are of course very welcome. The idea is that we need to make more dimensional storage on top of each box back in the base. So come on, don't attack me. Nice. I wonder what it is. It's just a hog. And yeah, so that we can automatically have everything, especially every building material, always automatically in our inventory. Have we checked this one out? We have. Let's dismantle it so that we won't get confused in the future. These are the worst enemy in the world in any game, in my opinion. Oh god, they're so fast. Yes, just run straight at me, that's what works the best. They take a lot of shots still. Okay. Is that all of them? Is that just a ragdoll? I think so. It looks like it's moving, but it's just a ragdoll. Okay, nice. Okay, let's continue further. So we'll explore the edge mostly. That's gonna be the idea, and we wanna pick up any mushrooms that we find on the way. because we're running quite low on those. They will be useful for healing. Yeah, let's go up from here. Summer sloop nearby. Over here somewhere. Seems like it won't be up, but down. It's probably in all of this. Somewhere. I have some gas filters, so I'm fine. Okay. I'm not seeing anything clear. Aha, there it is. It's right next to our oil. Okay. Nice. So, the rifle has a bit of wind up. So the longer you shoot in one spray, the faster you start shooting, but also the less precise it gets. There's a Mercer nearby. Nice. We'll also pick up the slug, why not? And oh, that's a guy that we have to deal with. Okay, good. Hello, hello. Nice to see you in the YouTube chat also. A pure coal. Or pure coal, pure oil, rather. Picking up slugs at the moment. And looking for Mercer spheres and summer sloops. And getting hit by spiders. So difficult to control. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's going well. Okay. More slugs. So let's try to look for this sphere. Maybe first let's eat a bit. Good. So is it up? Is it down? It's likely up. Yeah. Okay, the bar is filling up as we move up, so that's a clear indication that it is up from here. I see it. So when things are standing still, it's much better with the rifle. Nice. Okay, good. Those are the ones that we're looking for, mainly. Ada has stopped talking about them when we pick them up at this point, it seems. Which is a little sad. So it looks like we've picked up everything in terms of storytelling. Okay. Let's see. Uranium. We do have a hazmat suit though, so we should be safe from it. That's the space elevator in the sky. something that we have built earlier on. Okay, we have to get further. Here is a spot that we can stand. Okay, so it should be up here. There's a purple slug. I see you. Okay. There's high radiation up here, but it's not a problem. Because we have the safety gear for it. Okay, good. Let's just use our melee weapon here. Okay. Maybe not for this guy though. Whew. So many enemies everywhere. Not making life easy. Sometimes I wish life was easy, but not with these animals around. That's what we built earlier. Still some yellow lights. It's crazy that we can see this from this distance. There are yellow... No, not yellow lights on those. Okay. Is there really a summer sloop just right there? Oh god. Okay. I didn't know. Now we know that there is one. Okay. Oh, this looks like a cool space. Somehow I picked up leaves, I don't know how. There's a summer sloop nearby. Probably up here. There are spiders after me, but I'm just gonna ignore them as if they don't exist. Nice. These are cool places though. The artillery cannon is here. Please don't hit me. Nice. Let's just get away immediately. There are a lot of slugs, which can also be useful, but I think at this point we won't need more slugs. I'll still pick them up though, if they're like easy to pick up. There's a crash site. That one we should check out. A mesosphere nearby also. Oh, and it's a high-end crash site. Oh god, okay. I need to heal. Okay, I got the big guy. The rest... No, I didn't. I thought so. Oh, there is another one, that's why. Nice. Whew. This game is not easy. Was that another one? Yes, a third one. Oh god. Oh. I'm struggling here. Okay. Please. Steam is continuously opening its overlay. Okay, we're fine. Where did you go? Are you just gone now? Okay. We need cooling systems. I think I have some. I do. There we are. So these are very complicated parts. Some things that I don't even know how to make yet. And they're very useful. Sometimes. I haven't heard this music in the game before, I think. Is it specific for this biome? There is a sphere. Nice. We'll get it. There's another one fairly nearby. Whatever is shooting at me, I'm just gonna ignore. It is underground, it appears. I feel like I've been here before. So if I fly up, yeah, I'm getting further away, so it's down from here. Or at the same level as I am right now. There's a purple slug in there. There is some SAM. I'm not finding the sphere though. It's really all I'm after. The rest I don't really care so much about. Okay. So let's check. If only it was daytime. Because I cannot tell what's going on since it's so dark. We might just skip this Mercersphere. It's probably into the same cave though. I lost my sense of direction clearly. because I don't know where I went with that decoupled camera. Okay, I think I'm just gonna stop looking because I don't find a way. Okay. Let's just move on. Okay, there is another one here at least. Oh, it's right here. Nice, easy to deal with. Good. There we are. So this kind of stuff typically means end of the world. Oh, I don't know where I am. I'm in the water. So this looks weird in the distance though. Okay. So dark and swampy, foggy. Mycelia. I haven't been to this biome before, I think. There's a sloop nearby and a sphere in the same directions. Okay. Oh, is this whole area just gonna be poisonous? Okay, I am almost dead. Sometimes those just hit very, very hard. Okay. Still have decent ammo, and when we're done with this ammo we will have more to use of regular ammo, so we will be fine. Okay, I see you. These are just the small guys. They're still hitting. I have to be more careful, clearly. Okay, good. We got those. Yeah, so let's pick up mushrooms where we can, because we need them for healing purposes. There's a crash. Can get very fast, this rifle. Oh. Now it's skeet shooting time. Wow. I hit those very well. Okay, now I'm out of my turbo ammo. Okay, we need to reload the regular now. Oh, also so many fewer in the chamber. That's not ideal. Fused modular frame, oh god. Looks like we will have to make even more complicated parts than from the heavy modular frames. Okay. This one was fairly cheap, at least in my current position. Nice. That's another hard drive found. Crystal oscillators. Those will be useful. At least I believe that they will. Okay, nothing nearby in terms of sloops. But we do have a mesosphere, I see it even. Yeah. Oh, yes, you go flying. That's perfect.
This leading temple hums a resonance song. Play for
Get
us.
you? I think so. Perfect. So we are finding some. 5 already, I'm surprised. At 4 sloops. This hog we just wanna run from. Okay, but this ammo has like a constant fire rate also. Doesn't seem bad in terms of damage at all. Yeah. Feels even better than the turbo fuel ammo, I feel like. Okay. Can I pick you up without issue? It seems like it. Nice. Okay, mesosphere. See where you are hiding. You're hiding up here. Under these rocks, most likely.
Look through the window and witness a thread.
Perfect. And no others nearby. Just forget about me, you don't need to attack. I'm okay. I'm just simply passing by. So we're getting towards some kind of desert. A sloop nearby. No mesosphere though. Probably up here somewhere. No. Underneath then. You. Oh, you. Please be easy to deal with. It doesn't seem to be the case. Oh. Nice. Okay. Not too bad. Pick up these mushrooms. We will really need them. And a purple slug, but I'm not seeing the summer sloop. Oh, but there are rocks that I will destroy. Oh. Just a different opening to the cave. So where are you, sloop? You're up. And now you're down. Aha! Nice. I found your hiding spot. Oh, and now there's a mesosphere. Close. Oh, also a sloop. I thought you were guarding something. This ammo just seems so much better to me. Even if the magazine is smaller. I never really liked winding things up like I had to do with the other ammo. Got you. Nice. We're doing very well. We already have 23 in there. Okay. The sphere is over here somewhere. I see you. Let's continue to look. Oh, coming closer to a sphere. No sloop, that's fine. Okay. Probably up on these rocks somewhere. I see you. And I also see you. Okay, seems like we are officially in some kind of desert area also. And a sloop. It seems like it's very populated with these special things though. Very nice. Oh, I didn't really look where I was going. There's another one somewhere, but I don't see the bar filling up. So it's in this direction. Yeah. And then the sloop is over here. Let's go for the sloop first. you're just here.
This bleeding temple hosts the residence zone. Please rise.
Okay. Okay, hiding under here. That was a good explosion.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
Nice. Okay. There's another one close by. There you are. Nice. No sloops, okay. How many spheres? 11 now. Nice. We'll probably want more. Because we need one for each dimensional depot. And we'll want quite a few. Yes, no problem, God Mode. Nice to see you coming in, and hopefully you have some good sleep. It seems that this time at least you're going to sleep a little earlier than 5 AM. So that's good. Enjoy. Okay. We have you. We also have you. You're down here? No. Where are you hiding? Here. Good. Why did it not pick it up? That's strange. Okay. Oh. Danger. Okay. Found this one also. Just shoot from a distance. It's not always very clear when they die. Sloop nearby. Go for the slug also. Seems to be very populated with these sloops. More so than the starting area and places around. Oh, that was not the Mesosphere. I also don't know why I'm looking for a Mesosphere when it's a sloop that I'm scanning for. Nice. We are definitely also getting towards the end of the stream. I'm keeping it running a little bit extra because I kind of want to find a few more things. I am supposed to end here soon. Slug. Okay. I see the sphere. Four shots to get those. That's not bad at all. Okay. Now there is a sloop. And a sphere. Okay. Let's go for the sloop first. Oh, it's here. The rifle is much better than the rebar gun, at least. But I would say I'm a little disappointed by the rifle, generally. Maybe I'll have even better weaponry in the future. Who knows? Here you are. Nice. And continue over here. Another sphere. Wow. Oh, you're here?
Your waist laps at
17
shores.
now.
When will you land?
And another sloop. Over in this direction. I wonder how big the map is. I must be close to having explored everything. Okay. There's a wall that I can blow up that I will definitely check out. So let's do that. Was a bit dangerous taking damage here, but oh, uranium. And a mesosphere. Oh. You have come to make my life difficult. Wow. You took a lot of shots. Nice, got you. At least the hazmat filters are lasting a while. Okay, no sloops. There's another wall that can be blown up. It's probably the outside again. Yeah. Okay. No sloops or spheres nearby here. I haven't seen many crash sites at this point. Which surprises me. This is a strange spot. Seems very empty. Oh, this is the edge of the map. So we have gone all the way around now. That's very cool. And a great milestone to have hit in terms of exploration, I would say. There's a sphere now. Probably up there. No sloops. What's in here? Nothing. Quartz. I still haven't set up quartz anywhere. Haven't had a reason to. So, you are definitely down. Okay. Let's just deal with these guys. And then we can get the slug and safely go into photo mode, I hope. And check around here. Okay. No clear places to go in. There's a golden slug and that's it on top. So it must be down. Yeah, the bar does go up as we fall. Not as much anymore. So there must be like a cave entrance somewhere that I'm failing to find. I see it. Hopefully no enemies. I hear them pitter-pattering around.
Look through the window and witness a threat.
Oh, it's just you. It's not a spider, so I'm not so worried. Sloop is probably by that pedestal, natural pedestal. Yep, nice. Oh, you fell over. Big guy. Oh, but you came back. I expected you to. Goodbye. See you. Oh, just one shot. Nice. We're using a lot of ammo though. Spheres, I think it just found one. Yeah. Okay. Let's check. Going up does make the increase the bar. So must be up. And from here it's down. It seems like. Yeah, now I'm getting further away when I go up. Okay. So why is there poison gas here? There isn't any obvious reason. So it's some cave entrance, probably on the opposite side of this big cliff kind of thing. So we'll go away from it momentarily to then go back towards it. I hope. Oh. Is it behind a waterfall maybe? No. Okay, we are getting closer. It's probably in here. I see it. Nice. Was there another entrance from the opposite side? Yeah, looks like there was. Oh well. It's not that big of a deal. More mushrooms is nice. They've been good with dealing with the enemies recently, which is nice. Okay. Purple slug. And more rocks to blow up. Where am I going? Where do I don't want to deal with those spiders. Okay. I am out. Nice. Amazing. Let's go kind of into the middle. Because that's where we haven't really explored. What is this? Grass. Okay. This is a massive flat area. Another sphere. I wonder... we now have 21 and 13 sloops. None nearby, okay. I'm still surprised we haven't seen more crash sites. Where would this sloop be hiding? Oh, here. Nice.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
Okay. This is a strange place. Definitely deserty. But we're not picking up on any signals here. We don't necessarily need more slugs, especially when they're low level ones, the blue ones. Okay. Nothing, nothing, nothing. A big nothing burger. It's so empty. Oh. Picking up on a sphere. Towards this side? No, probably towards the other side then. Yeah. In here. Okay. Up there. Oh, here. And then there's a sloop up there, probably. Oh, a crash even. We'll check out the sloop after then. Okay, just iron rods, that's easy enough. Yeah, simple building materials or parts. Okay. See where this sloop is though. It's just laying on the sand again. I don't see it. Oh. I think I know where it would be. Hiding. No, that's a slug. Well, purple one. That's at least decent. Okay. But how do I get underground? Is this like an entrance? Oh! It is! Oh. Wow. Didn't expect that. Nice. You can never have too many sloops. At least I think so. Okay, another sphere. And a sloop. I know that in video games it's important to check behind waterfalls. And this is why. This is where they hide the good stuff. Okay. And a sphere. And it's up. Okay. Good. We will then go up. Can I stand here? I think so. Yeah, at least here I can. we're running out of turbo fuel in our inventory, but we have some in the cloud. So we'll be fine. Turbo fuel. Nice. Perfect.
Follow the veins to the altar and chant.
24. We might as well pick this one up. How many slugs do we have even? 5 blue, 9 purple, 8 yellow. Nice. That's a good haul. Probably up there, I could imagine. Is where the sloop is hiding. Then we have another sphere in that direction. Radiation, we don't care about it. It's definitely down. And I see it. Ah, I didn't reload last time, so I've got to make some flies. Allows me to train my aim. Ah. Got you, nice. Okay. Let's see. There's a sloop. And another sphere. Okay, let's go for the sloop first. You're underground. So maybe... let's just not go for it. I don't feel like it, and I also really have to end here soon. If I don't die.
Scripture. Compose it into a blood song.
I'm not hitting anything. Okay. So many flies. Where are you coming from?
Consume.
Here,
Consume.
at least partly. Okay. Please, no more. What is hitting me? What? Hello? I really don't know.
Play.
Okay.
Play. Play.
Sure. Wow. That was confusing. And annoying. Okay. Another sphere nearby. Okay, I think... oh. 150 Mercer Spheres I got an achievement for. That's a lot. with me. Nice. Thank you for that. Well, I think I will want to finish here very, very, very soon. As in, let's do this crash site and then that's it. You're radiated, it's fine. I think I got you. Nice, we can do it. Good. It's also a worry sometimes. Ooh. Ada.
Surface genetic sampling indicates this freighter may have come from a planet run by apes.
Okay. Sure. What planet? Good. Yeah, so let's finish it up. Let's call it quits from here. So it was good. We did a lot. Got the big factory up and running fully with circuit boards, computers, and heavy modular frames, all fully automated, which is amazing stuff. Today we won't be raiding because we don't have enough people in here for that, so let's just have a nice little closing angle here. So thank you for stopping by and hopefully enjoying the stream along with me. And well, I will see you guys tomorrow, maybe. Probably some of you. So thank you for stopping by and I will see you all then. Goodbye.